Hey everybody, today I want to talk about these locks, challenge locks I got from the Lock Picking Lebowski. If you haven't heard of him or you don't know him, he's got a YouTube channel and he's on Twitter, so I'll put links to those pages in the description. Really good guy, really nice guy, and now he and I have talked a few times on Twitter, and he's asked me if he could send me some challenge locks, and I said sure. And I think he originally was going to send me 3, but I ended up getting all 6 of these here. They're really cool, but all of them, the keys work really good, except for one, but he told me that it was getting kind of tricky or something like that. And they've got these really cool tags on the keys. He must have had these made, but they say pinned by the Dude, and then Lock Picking Lebowski, and then they have the date. Must be like the born on date of it, and then they got the kind of silhouette of Jeff Lebowski there on I think he was about ready to bowl or something like that or something like that there. But anyway, this one's called the Dustbin Fusswin, and I like the names. He gives all of his locks funny names. This is called the Dustbin Fusswin, and I can almost bet there's some screws in there. I don't know why, but the dustbin makes me think of cleaning up the dustbin or something like that off your bench there. Maybe have some screws left out or something like that. This one's called the Easy Rider, and my guess is one of two things. Number one, this is the easiest lock out of all of them because it lives up to his name. Number two, it's the hardest lock out of all of them. And I didn't start with it, and I haven't picked it yet. But I picked a few of these, but I haven't picked this one yet. But that's the Easy Rider there. This looks like a 5-pin Schlage SC1 keyway or C keyway. This is the, let's see, original pins in, and I'm guessing that there's probably a few of the stock pins in there. I've picked this once, really fun pick, really challenging, so I'll look forward to hopefully making a video about that soon. But you can see the keys work just great in them, no problem there. They're awesome. And then we got, I think I haven't shown this one yet. This one is called the Frat Boy, and I think this one might be full of drunken spools, because of the name Frat Boy, but we'll have to see. This one I've picked a few times, so I'm actually going to try to not ruin this video by picking it on camera, and then we'll gut it and see what's in there. Hopefully I'll get a video out of a few of these. I don't know though, I'm not that good of a picker, so this one just seems to open for me for whatever reason, so hopefully I can get it on camera and you guys can see what's in there with me, because I haven't gutted it yet. So that'll be the first for that one. But that one's the Frat Boy. This one is called the Favor Wafer, and I'm thinking that, you know, maybe this one has like a trap door or something like that, that a wafer helps fill or something like that. So you can see all of his keys are hand filed. I really like that too. So that's a Favor Wafer. And this is called the Hydraulic Frolic, and I have not messed with this yet because I don't know what hydraulic frolic means, and look at that bidding. That's another thing we have in common, is I rarely mummify my keys. And I don't know, just because I think it's fun to be able to see the bidding and still not have a good time picking it, you know what I mean? So, you know, in case they look at this and say, oh, there's a bunch of high-low, they still can't pick it. That's even more fun. It's like, I know what the bidding is, and I still can't pick it. But I really haven't run into that yet. But I'm going to get the Frat Boy chucked up in my vise. Yes, I said it, the vise. I've been practicing picking a vise, and so we're going to get that chucked up, and we're going to put these away for now. Like I said, hopefully we'll be seeing videos on some of those later on. So I'll get it set up, and we'll get to picking. Okay. So there it is in the vise. Like I said, this is, I don't know if I've ever even shown my vise setup. It's just a, it was a suction cup vise and really wouldn't stick to anything. So I put it on a board. Basically, as long as the board was wider than the distance that this could move, it'll never, you know, it won't wobble. It'll be kind of like a pan of ice. So I just mounted it to a board with some carriage bolts and some lock nuts. But anyway, I've never really had good luck picking with a vise, and I kind of forced myself to after I got these challenge locks, just because I don't know if you saw my last video, but my hand fell asleep bad. And I felt stupid after that, so I was like, you know what, I gotta learn to pick in a vise. So this is the Frat Boy. This was by the Lock Picking Lebowski, pinned by the Dude. And it was made a little over a month ago, about a month and a half ago, 6/11/2017. So, like I said, it spins nice. Go ahead and pull out the key, and we're going to get to picking. Hopefully. Another thing I want to show you is this pick here. This is a Peterson, and I can't remember what they call it. They call it like a really high hook or something like that. I can't remember what it is, but it's great. It's a great pick. I grabbed this when I was picking a lock a while back to try to get the back pin that was set higher, and man, I started using it like just without unconsciously. Just started using it to pick another lock, and it opened real fast. The next one, and I've just had great luck with this pick. It's just, I don't know how to put it, but if you don't have one, get one and play around with it. I got this out of the bargain bin. You can see it's got the rubber handle. At Peterson, I think I paid $1 or $2 for it, and I bought, they have maximum, so I think I bought 2 of them or something like that. But I just love this pick, and I can't remember what it's called, but I'll write it in the description if I can remember, or if I remember to look it up before I upload it. So yeah, this has been an awesome pick for low pins, high pins behind low pins behind high pins. I think that's the same thing. But anyway, here we go. We're going to see if we can't get this picked open, and working around the camera here. Hopefully you guys can all see that real well. And here we go. And I bet my tape. So that doesn't help. Okay, maybe we won't be picking it in a vise. I don't know why. I just can't get it open using a vise. I broke my first pick. Luckily, I had a spare one. Anyway, I'm going to have to order some more of these. This is my last one. I hope I don't break it this time. So this is going to be my last shot at opening this on camera. If not, well, I guess we'll try again later after I get some more picks. But anyway, just to show you it works. So there it is. Last take, hopefully, on this one. The Frat Boy by the Lock Picking Lebowski. So, grab my tension tool, homemade tension tool. Make sure we got a nice clear picture. And let's see what we can do. Like I said, I start in the back. And basically I just, if I get a click out of something, I'll give it just a little bit more pressure. And if it gives me another click, good. If not, I move on. And, or feedback, if it doesn't give me any feedback. So I'm using really light tension here. And it feels like I'm on the warning, not the pins. There we go. Yeah, it's hard to pick a lock when you're on the warding. And these Yales have killer keyways, even just like the Y1, like this one. Just a nasty little keyway. Probably invented in Europe. Just kidding. Alright, now we're getting somewhere. Nice false set. Picking the ones I feel feedback on. Pick the front. Heard something drop in the back. See if we can get that back. stuff all set back there. And I'm trying to work around the camera and through the camera, so got a nice high set there. Something set there. I think that was 2. And we're open. Whew, finally. Like I said, I knew I could pick it. And the pick actually didn't get bent either. So, like I said, I don't know what it is. I just can't pick locks using the old vise yet on camera. So, we got it open. Let's see what's inside of it. I went ahead and got the tools ready because I didn't want to take up any more time. So, I'm going to go ahead and lock it up, relock it up since we have the key for it already. Or, since we have the key for it. And start gutting this thing. I hope I don't mess that up real bad and have to repick it after that too. I'm just kidding. And I was seconds away from giving up, so it's a good thing that it opened. So, like I said, it's hard to differentiate over the camera and through the camera where the keyway is. Because like I said, I was doing a lot of picking on the wording. I think that was my major mistake the first couple of takes. So, get my handy dandy follower out. This is made out of a 1/2-inch shoulder bolt. I just cut the threads off, cut the head off, cut out a slot for the tailpiece, and then I got the flat end here too. About the only thing it doesn't work on is those dang hollow ones. I have to use a shim to get those out. So, I'm working through the camera there. So, we're going to go ahead and push this out. Looks like I spilled some key pins. To get those back where they go. So far, so good. That's all we got. Cool, cool. So, let's get those key pins back. They look about the same. Get my tweezers here. Okay. And of course I put them in backwards. Alright, so this is key pin 1 here. Or no, yeah, this is key pin 1. I'm just going to put them up here. We'll zoom in on those later. This is key pin 2. And those are both standards. And let's see what else we got in here. Key pin 3 is a standard. Ooh, key pin 4's got some serrations on it. See if we can't get a good zoom on that one. Yep. Nope. There we go. Some nice serrations on that key pin. That looks factory made. If it's not, good job, the dude. Let's see what we got here. And just another standard. So that's 5. There's 5 pins there. So let's see what's in the lock itself. See what they got for drivers. So start pulling this out. I'm going to try to make sure everything stays just where it was, because I don't want to mess anything up. Ooh, there's a serrated spool looking thing. Make sure that's pointing in the right direction. Or that looks like a spool in there. Maybe. Yep, that's a spool. Nice sharp corners on it. Whoa, I don't know what's going on there. That is a serrated, another serrated with the top serrated. And let's see here. That one there. Oh, that's a spring. Oh, there it went. And that's another spool. And looks like we got another serrated. So really, really high security, or really, really good security pin choices and placement. You can see here he used a lot of shallow cuts, a couple of shallow cuts for those serrated ones, and then I'm sorry, it would have went this way. So like a shallow cut for that spool, shallow cut for that spool, and then the serrated ones had a little bit higher cut, or deeper cuts there. So nice lock, and very challenging, obviously, especially for me. Let's get a zoom in on those pins. There it is right there. And I guess I forgot to check to see if there's any threading. There we go. Doesn't look like it in there. I want to look at it away from the camera. See if you didn't put a lip on those. Nope, just all standard. And then dump out these springs. And I don't see any threading in there either. So, awesome lock, and oh boy, I got my work cut out for me if that was the only one I could pick. So, hopefully you see some more videos on these. I'm gonna have to order some more of these Peterson picks, since I bent the crap out of one. And thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.